GM Wuling SGMW is a major Chinese automobile joint venture headquartered in Liuzhou, Guangxi, China. The name means SAIC Motor, China's major state-owned automotive company. GM, General Motors, the American automobile manufacturer. Wuling, the Chinese automotive brand and industrial partner. SGMW was established in 2002 and is one of China's most important examples of a three-party automotive joint venture. Its main brands: Wuling, famous for affordable mini vehicles, commercial vehicles, and electric cars. Baojun, focused more on passenger cars, SUVs, smart vehicles, and new energy vehicles. One of SGMW's best-known products is the Wuling Zhiguang EV, a highly successful small electric vehicle in China. Why SGMW is important? SGMW is important because it represents a different model of China's auto industry: Chinese manufacturing plus American automotive technology plus strong local Chinese brands. Unlike some traditional foreign joint ventures that mainly produced foreign-branded vehicles in China, SGMW developed and expanded Chinese brands such as Wuling and Baojun while benefiting from the resources and experience of its three shareholders. 1. The manufacturer, SAIC GM Wuling SGMW, the power of the joint venture. The text specifies that the vehicle is developed by SAIC GM Wuling SGMW. This is not just any car company, it is a massive Chinese joint venture combining three powerful entities. SAIC Motor, China's largest automotive manufacturer. General Motors, GM, the American legacy automaker. Wuling, a Chinese brand with deep roots in commercial vehicles. Why this matters? SGMW is legendary in China for producing the Shunqi, divine car, the Wuling Zhiguang, a rugged minivan that dominated the commercial market. SGMW does not build flashy, premium vehicles, it builds mass-market, utilitarian, and incredibly affordable vehicles. They have perfected the art of manufacturing at an enormous scale, which allows them to keep costs extremely low. When SGMW builds an EV, they are leveraging the supply chains of GM and the manufacturing efficiency of China to democratize electric mobility. 2. Target audience, catering to both personal and commercial needs. The text states the vehicle is designed to cater to both personal and commercial transportation needs. This dual-purpose positioning is the core of its DNA. Commercial use, think of local delivery drivers, food, packages, produce, small business owners, tradesmen, electricians, plumbers, and last-mile logistics fleets. These users need a vehicle that can haul cargo, endure stop-and-go city traffic, and operate at the lowest possible cost per kilometer. Personal use, think of young families, commuters, or elderly drivers who need a secondary city car for school runs, grocery shopping, and daily errands. The strategy: by targeting both segments, Wuling creates a massive total addressable market, TAM. A single vehicle can serve as a family's daily driver during the week and a cargo hauler on the weekend, or it can be easily purchased by a fleet operator. This versatility ensures high sales volume. 3. The design philosophy: why boxy and compact is genius. The text highlights its boxy design and compact dimensions. In automotive design, boxy is rarely a compliment in the luxury segment, but here it is a functional triumph. Compact dimensions: small footprint in dense Chinese cities and global megacities, parking spots are tiny, streets are narrow, and traffic is chaotic. A compact car is easier to park, easier to U-turn, and less intimidating to navigate through crowded markets or residential alleyways. The boxy shape, maximized interior: the boxy, van-like silhouette is the most space-efficient shape possible. While the external footprint is small, the internal volume is maximized. A boxy design provides high headroom for the driver, an upright seating position, and a tall, square cargo bay. This allows the vehicle to carry bulky items, like stacked boxes, furniture, or luggage, that would never fit into a sleek, aerodynamic sedan. The box gives it the hauling capacity of a much larger commercial van, but within the footprint of a compact city hatchback. 4. The urban advantage: why it works in the city. The text concludes that these traits make it a versatile option for urban environments. This versatility is driven by three economic and logistical realities of city life. 1. Maneuverability. The short wheelbase allows for a tight turning radius, making it perfect for navigating narrow inner-city streets and congested marketplaces where larger vans or SUVs get stuck. 2. Parking efficiency. In cities where parking is a premium, often costing as much as rent, being able to squeeze into half spaces or parallel park where others can't is a huge time and money saver. 3. Cost of operation. The EV factor. Even though the text only briefly mentions EV, it is the silent hero. Electric motors are incredibly efficient in stop-and-go traffic, where internal combustion engines waste fuel idling. The cost per kilometer for electricity is a fraction of the cost of petrol. For a commercial delivery driver, this dramatically lowers operating costs, and for a personal owner, it means cheap daily commuting. The ultimate interpretation, the bottom line. In plain English, this text is saying, this is a cheap, no-nonsense, high-utility electric van developed by the masters of mass production. It is deliberately shaped like a small brick to give you the interior space of a delivery van while fitting into the tightest parking spots in Shanghai. Whether you are delivering parcels, running a street stall, or taking the kids to school, this vehicle offers the lowest possible running costs in the most practical package possible. It is not a car that appeals to the heart, emotion, speed, luxury. It appeals strictly to the pocketbook and practicality. This is exactly why the Wuling Mini EV and its derivatives have become some of the best-selling EVs in the world. They solve a real, mundane, everyday problem for the urban masses. Europe, a cautiously open door. Europe represents the most viable and promising Western market for the Zhiguang EV, but it won't be a simple process. A proven formula, the Zhiguang EV's core appeal, an affordable, boxy, highly practical electric vehicle for urban environments, is a proven success in markets like Japan. The logic is sound. European cities also face tight parking, narrow streets, and a growing need for efficient last-mile logistics. The regulatory hurdle is clear. The most significant barrier to entry is regulatory. To be sold in Europe, a vehicle must pass the strict EU Whole Vehicle Type Approval, WVTA. This is a rigorous and expensive process covering safety, emissions, and environmental standards. Wuling's strategy is already in motion. Crucially, Wuling is not new to this game. The company has already established a foothold in Europe, not by exporting the Zhiguang EV itself, but by leveraging its sister company, Liuzhu Wuling New Energy Automobile Company, which has been exporting commercial electric vans specifically customized for European clients. This indicates a deliberate, phased strategy. 1. Phase 1. Current enter the European market with dedicated commercial EVs, e.g., the G100 model, that have already obtained WVTA certification. This builds a supply chain and brand presence. 2. Phase 2. Future. Once the commercial foothold is established, introduce consumer models like the Zhiguang EV, which can potentially leverage the established European distribution network. The market is ready. The European commercial EV sector is on the cusp of a boom. Electrified vans grew by 42% in the EU in the first quarter of 2026, reaching a 12% market share. This creates a prime opportunity for affordable, practical vehicles. The challenge, despite its commercial progress, the Zhiguang EV's passenger variant faces stricter scrutiny. Its basic interior and limited range, a claimed 201 kilometers on the Chinese CLTC cycle, might struggle against established European competitors. Furthermore, political and trade tensions could lead to tariffs similar to those affecting the US market. The United States, a fortress, not a market. The prospects for the Wuling Zhiguang EV in the US are near zero. It is a market legally and culturally sealed off from such vehicles. Regulatory wall. This is the primary and definitive barrier. To be sold in the US, a car must meet stringent Federal Motor Vehicle Safety Standards, FMVSS, and Environmental Protection Agency, EPA, requirements. These standards are fundamentally different from Chinese or even European ones. A vehicle like the Zhiguang EV has not undergone the required US crash tests, does not meet US airbag standards, and its onboard computer systems would likely violate a 2025 federal rule targeting Chinese software and hardware. Importing one as a used vehicle or through other loopholes is practically impossible. Fewer than 50 Chinese passenger EVs have ever been legally registered in the US. Cultural mismatch. Even if the regulatory barriers were removed, the vehicle faces a significant cultural challenge. American consumers have a strong preference for large vehicles and expect a minimum of 275 miles of range. A tiny, basic van with a 125-mile range is a tough sell in a market that worships the great American road trip. GM's strategic choice. Crucially, SGMW's American partner, General Motors, has made a conscious decision not to bring these vehicles to the US. GM's strategy in the US is focused on higher margin. Premium EVs like the Cadillac Lyriq, not ultra-low-cost, low-margin vehicles. While GM acknowledges sourcing vehicles from Wuling for other international markets, the US is not one of them. Other Western markets, Latin America, etc. Most realistic path for the Zhiguang EV in the West is not through North America or even direct sales in Europe, but through a rebadging strategy in emerging markets. There is already precedent for this. GM has taken Wuling models and sold them in Latin America and the Middle East under the Chevrolet brand. For example, the Chevrolet Captiva EV is essentially a rebadged Wuling Starlight S. This strategy allows GM to leverage its global brand recognition and distribution networks while bypassing the regulatory and cultural barriers of the US market. For commercial use, the business partner. For small business owners, delivery drivers, street vendors, and tradespeople, the Zhiguang EV is designed as an incredibly efficient money-making tool. Massive, flexible cargo space. Despite its compact exterior dimensions, 3,685 mm long, its boxy shape maximizes the interior volume. With the rear seats folded flat, the cargo capacity expands to 1,117 liters, more than enough for daily deliveries, inventory, or bulky tools. Loading and unloading convenience. It features dual sliding doors with an opening width of up to 595 mm, paired with a rear tailgate that opens nearly 90 degrees. Combined with a low load floor, this makes loading and unloading cargo in tight city streets or busy markets remarkably easy. Ultra-low operating costs. As an EV, the cost per kilometer is less than 0.1 yuan, roughly 1.4 US cents, which is significantly cheaper than any petrol-powered commercial van. The long-range version, 305 kilometers, is sufficient to handle a full day of urban deliveries on a single charge. The mobile shop to potential. The standard 3.3 kilowatts vehicle to load, V2L, capability is a standout feature for entrepreneurs. This allows the vehicle to power external devices like coffee machines, blenders, or lighting equipment, effectively turning it into a mobile food stall or pop-up shop with zero noise and zero tailpipe emissions. For personal use, the family companion. For families, it is equally practical as a cost-effective, versatile daily driver. Daily urban commuting. Its compact, agile footprint makes it a joy to navigate through crowded city streets and park in tight spaces. With an official range of approximately 201 kilometers, which easily covers the average Chinese city's daily commute of 30 kilometers, it effectively enables once-a-week charging for most families. The lifestyle vehicle, with the seats folded completely flat, the interior transforms into a 1.8 meter by 1.5 meter double bed. This makes it a fantastic option for camping trips, afternoon naps, or spontaneous road trips. Versatile expansion. The vehicle comes with 20 pre-designed expansion interfaces throughout the cabin, allowing owners to easily install additional storage racks, pet barriers, sleeping platforms, or even camping equipment organizers. The bottom line is, Wuling Zhiguang EV doesn't force you to choose between work and life. It cleverly blurs the line between the two. In the morning, it's a family car taking the kids to school. In the afternoon, it's a delivery van hauling inventory. In the evening, it's a mobile marketplace powering a street food stall. On the weekend, it's a camper van for a getaway.